This is Carl at National RV Detroit, and I'm going to walk you through this 2020 Laredo model 325RL. Okay, so you have an outside kitchen and entertainment area here. Obviously, it's you've got a cooktop, microwave, and a refrigerator, a TV, and a sound here. So that's your entertainment and outside cooking area. You've got a power awning. This type of step folds right into the trailer. If you need to adjust the length of the legs, you'll just use these pins and pull them out right here and just adjust the legs up and down as needed. Your water heater operates from the inside of the trailer, but I just want to show you that right now it's winterized, so it's empty. Your drain plug is out, and this is where it would normally go into right here, so keep that in mind. Always remember, you never turn on the water heater, any kind of energy source for it, unless you're sure you have got water in the tank, because you can't run it dry. Get this in here a little better. Excuse my camera work here. Working one-handed. Okay, so keep that in mind. You always want to make sure you have water in the tank before you turn it on. Of course, your battery is located up front here. This is your controller for your leveling system here. So you just turn it on right there. If I wanted to level it, I would just push auto level, and it'll level it. You can also do things manually by scrolling through here. Drop front jacks, enter to begin. Auto reconnect is an important one, because auto reconnect will retract your rear pads and it will set the front at the previous hitch height. It always remembers the last hitch height, so that's the most common one you'll use when you're getting ready to hitch up and leave. So that's sort of like the opposite of auto level, I guess it's in a sense. But you can also go through manually. Manual mode, if you push enter, you can control them all separately from here. You can, if you want to retract, you push this button obviously to light it up. So it's pretty self-explanatory, plus the directions are with it. So okay, you got two LP tanks here, 30 pounders. Your faucet, a cover, your 50 amp cord, so you've got that. Alright, so your water area right here is really simple. Of course, this is satellite and cable through. This is for entertainment. This is your black tank flush here. So after you dump your black tank, for example, you can hook the hose right onto here, turn it on with the black tank valve open, and it'll flush out your black tank for you. It's a good thing to have. Your winterizing or your city water connection is right here, right? The bottom one that you're just going to hook that up and you're ready to go. Okay, like that. Okay, so to set basically the valves on it, you want, right now it's in bypass mode, right, because we're winterized. So you can see this picture matches this, it's on, so that means we're in bypass mode. When it comes to filling your freshwater tank, if you wanted to fill it, you'd still be hooked up to the city water here, for example. You can turn it to this vertical position, and it will actually fill your tank. But we just want to have normal flow right now. And then to winterize it, which we leave it in winterized mode, you're going to turn it in this position. Otherwise, you're going to turn it vertical. So it's really simple. There's nothing complex about it. It's all self-explanatory. And there are also directions right here on exactly how to do it. Okay? Alright, so that's where your dump hose would go, of course. So this is our cord here, but your 50 amp cord would hook right on here, and then we give you adapters to adapt it down also. This has a ladder attached, which is a good thing, because you want to, according to the manufacturer's recommendations, you want to inspect the roof about every 90 days or 3 times a season, so somebody can go up there, you or somebody else, walk around, look at all the sealant on the roof, check for separation, cracking, things like that, damage issues, whatever. Just give it a good look over to make sure it's in good shape. If you see any issues with it, you get it taken care of immediately. Also, this is pre-wired for a backup camera. That's what that housing is right there. It takes a Furion camera that fits in that housing, so you always want to remember that the brand is Furion, and it has to show a picture of that housing, that it'll fit right in there. And then it's just more of a plug-and-play situation. Boy, it's getting cold. Alright, let me get this door open here. Okay. So, we're inside. This is your control panel right at the top of the steps here. There we go. So, this is just saying that it's pre-wired for a router. That's all this is telling us right here. Here you got your 3 slide rooms, here, here, and here, right? Then your awning is here. Never leave the awning out unattended. If you're not going to be at the campsite, roll it in, okay? Then you have lights here, of course. More lights. Your water pump, it has an onboard water pump. You know, I told you could fill the onboard water tank by turning that valve on the other side. That's in case you go to a campground that doesn't have plumbing on the campsites. You can pre-fill your tank and use the water pump, and you still can camp like you have regular city water. To let your water on gas is right here. Electric, which is the most common way, is right there. Like I said, always make sure there's water in the tank before you do that. To check your levels, fresh water, empty, battery charged, black 1. You don't have 2 black tanks, you just have 1. Gray 1 and gray 2. Gray 2 would be a galley tank for this sink here, I believe. Yes, okay. And then your thermostat is just an analog thermostat. You're just going to, it's pretty simple. I mean, right to the right is heat, all the way to the left is cool. Always keep the fan on auto and set your temperature. That's all there is to it. Okay. This is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector right there. It should always be green like it is. If it goes off, you take everybody outside, leave the door open, shut off the gas in the front and figure out what's going on. Okay, so your microwave vents to the outside also. So you got a vent here, 2 speeds, and you got on, off with light, and then of course it works like any other microwave. You need to light this. You're just going to turn it on like I did, and then spark it by turning this clockwise. That's all there is to it. Okay. The oven is a little different. It has a pilot light back here. If you go all the way to the bottom, there's a pilot light. Okay. So what you'll do is you'll come up to here to the oven knob. You go to the pilot. You depress it, and then you're going to spark this with your left hand and light it up. Okay. Let me just set this down. Well, let me see. I was told you were having trouble getting it going, so let me see if I can get it going for you. Yeah. So, as you can see, I still have this pushed in. It's still depressed, but the pilot light is going now down there, right? So you leave it, hold it for about 10 seconds to heat it up. Then you're just going to go to whatever temperature you want. And there it goes. So that's how it works. Now when you shut it off, the flame goes out, of course, but so does the pilot light. So you have to relight it each time you use the oven. Alrighty. Okay, the refrigerator is a gas absorption refrigerator. It works on 110 AC or LP gas. Let's see where we're at here. Okay. So it just has pictures here. Right now it's showing both gas and a little plug. You can see it's I'm sorry, I don't have a good focus on it. Sorry about that. I'm a lousy cameraman, what can I tell you? So anyway, this right here is the plug plus the flame for the pilot, for the gas light. So it's just telling you that this is automatic. It'll choose either this. If it finds electricity, it'll choose electricity first, which is what it's doing now. That's why it's black like it is. If it was using the gas, that would have turned black, right? You can also set it independently. That would be for electric, right? That would be for gas. But if you go to auto like that, it always seeks out electricity first. And if it loses power, let's say you have a power failure, it'll automatically sense that and switch over to gas and light so you don't spoil your food. So it's best to leave it on auto, is where I was going with that. So it's always best to leave it on auto. Let's see here. Okay, so you have a couch that folds out into a hide-a-bed. So these cushions just come off. You set them aside. You grab it right down here, fold it out, put the legs down, And flip the back down, you got a decent foam 3-panel hide-a-bed. All right, so this has a swing-out bracket on it, and it locks into place, which is good. Also, this is where your TV hooks up, obviously. That's your power booster right there, your signal booster. All right. The fireplace, basically you can adjust the flame to the appearance of the flame. You can set the fan speed on off, low, or high. If you really want it to heat up quick, you'll just put it on high, of course. You can set the temperature. It has a built-in thermostat. And it also has a timer, so you can set it to turn on and shut off at certain times. So it's a really good way to take the chill out of this area without using up your limited propane, so because it just runs on 110 AC. All right, your disc player radio, this obviously plays CDs and DVDs right there. You can stream off this USB port here, so you can put all your favorite albums on one stick and take them with you, right? You can hook up wirelessly with Bluetooth from your phone or tablet and stream to it, so it does pretty much everything you need, especially considering you're camping. These are the remotes. This is your fireplace remote. That's your radio remote. Sorry about the camera work. And your TV remote. Okay. Alrighty. So you should always strap your inner leg of the chairs together if you can, just to keep these chairs from bouncing when you're traveling. Alrighty. I think we're still doing good here. So the sink and shower work like any other sink and shower. Always remember you have a fan up here. You run that with the shower. Now the toilet is, the thing to know about the toilet is you can't use it dry. When people say dry, they're actually talking about the black tank, which is directly below. That's the black tank down there. Okay? So when the water's hooked up, when I step on the flush pedal right here, water will come swirling out and go down the trap. Right? So what you're going to do, when you first get to the campsite, you hook up your power and your water, then you come in here, you take your chemical, whichever brand you use, you put one dose right in the bowl. Then you're going to step on the pedal, all right? And the water will swirl around and go swirling into the tank. And you want to put about a gallon or so of water in the tank. There's no way to tell exactly what that is. Just use common sense. The thing is you need chemical and water in there to start using it with a dry black tank. Otherwise the smell will be, well, let's put it this way, you'll only do it one time, so keep that in mind. Always put water and chemical in there to start off. This GFCI, there's 2 of them in this trailer. All the plugs are wired to a GFCI. Alrighty. Separate air conditioner up here, which is a cool thing. You have a backer plate here for your TV, and you got, again, another hookup here and power here. This is for a hanging clothes or put a washer dryer combo in here. If I was you, the first thing I would do is go to the store and get caps for these and put caps on it. That way if this accidentally gets bumped or something, it won't flood out your trailer. They should come with those on there, but for whatever reason they don't. And this, of course, is just your closet. It's got a barn door thing on it. A barn door thing. I'm sorry. It's a barn door style. There we go. It's a barn door style door, I guess is what I'm trying to say, with barn door style latch. Okay, so you just bring that over, obviously, and it's kind of an old-fashioned looking thing. You just go like that. Okay, even I can do it. Alrighty, so let's see what else we've got here. There should be a power converter here that I walked past that I want to tell you about somewhere. Okay, how could I lose the power converter? Okay, let me look around here. Oh, I bet I know. Okay. Potentially could be awkward. Oh, I've never seen such a thing. How could I lose something? It's attached to the wall here. There it is. Okay. All right. It's behind this covered door here. I thought this was going to be a first for me, no power converter, but here it is right here. What this thing does, it converts 110 AC to 12 volt DC. So you can see you got regular household style circuit breakers here. They're 110 AC and they're all labeled. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC over here. You see you got 12 volt fuses and they're labeled. If any of these fuses were to blow, they'll actually light up. You can see them through this tinted plastic here. Okay, and if you're plugged in, it'll always keep your battery charged up front. So it senses how much energy your battery needs and sends it up front. So it's also a battery charger. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Okay, so let me look around. I think that covers it. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right, I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Remember what I told you about going up and inspecting the roof or have someone else do it? Everybody who owns a trailer needs to do that. A lot of people don't, unfortunately, but it's a very important thing to do. That way you always make sure that your trailer is nice and dry inside and you never have issues with it. So make sure you inspect the roof every 90 days or 3 times a season. And make sure you winterize it in the fall. This is winterized right now, so the next thing you would do would be de-winterize it, okay? Okay, thank you very much.